Hey everyone. I'm gonna try to get through this video without the puppy interrupting, but we'll see. Anyhow, I decided to do another nano type video because I am in full mindset mode for my new project and decided that I would share a little bit. Let me get these in order. I would share a little bit of my 2020 NaNoWriMo bullet journal. As you guys know, I create a bullet journal for every NaNoWriMo, well, since 2017. Before that, I wasn't very familiar with the bullet journal method, but here are my bullet journals from 2017 all through 2020. This is literally the only, I bullet journal two things. I bullet journal NaNoWriMo, and then I have a homeschool bullet journal that I'm in, not each year, but like throughout the journey of homeschooling. So 2017, 2018, 2019. And what I've typically done is printed the whatever image they have, because usually their image changes every year. So this was 2017's image. This was 18, that was 19, and then this year, I'm assuming because everyone is staying in their homes, we have National Novel Writing Month. And this is the image, and it's really cool because you've got different people writing inside their homes, and I think I love it, and I love decorating it. Now let me tell you, this is the silver Leuchtturm. Hated it, hated the silver, so I painted it light blue. So this is not, I mean, I think there is a light blue cover you can get, but this is my own paint because, I mean, you can see it right there. I just didn't like the silver. I don't know. I've always, like the first 2 years, I used black and then I did a dark green. Loved that, but I didn't like the silver. This is also a limited edition. This is also a limited edition one where it's got neon on the edges. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I painted it blue and added the 2020, added the coffee rings and splatters. Love it. And I will take you through and do a walkthrough of this. Before I go into that though, I wanted to show a few tools because I am not fancy in my bullet journal. I don't draw, I don't paint, the extent of decorating is the cover. I do, however, there are a few tools that I do use in my bullet journal. So I wanted to share those with you. Favorite glue stick. You guys see that every time I do an empties video. I'm actually gonna put these away while I share them with you. Multitask. I do use washi, basically just to tape down pieces I've glued in. And the way that I get through my stationery, just FYI, is I choose a pen and 1 or 2 washi and don't use anything else until those are done. That's how I can go through glue sticks and pens and washi like I do. I don't use more than 1 or 2 at a time. Okay, so these are the pens that I used. This I got when I ordered a Hobonichi. I think I actually bought this used. This is the 2020 Hobonichi. And I don't have a 2020 Hobonichi. So I think I bought this from someone on the buy sell trade. I like the Hobonichi pen. Not my favorite, but I do like it. So I used this. I used a Precise V7 Fine rolling pen. I used a BuJo. And a scratch pad. I'll be back. Hopefully they're done with their barking. They do this every time someone drives down the driveway. It is insane. I use a scratch pad to cover up certain things because this is a secret project, which is exciting. I did decide I would share the title with you because it is not the actual title and it's not going to tell you anything. But as I take you through my bullet journal, you will see like there are things covered up, and I know that that bugs a lot of people, but I can't share details on this project. So I do have things covered up. Now, let me say the very first thing I did, which was amazing, and I completely loved doing it, and I will do it from now on for all Nano videos. I always keep a running list. I keep a starter list. So this is 2020 NaNoWriMo BuJo ideas. And what I did this year, first time I've ever done this, I went through each bullet journal. You can see I have the years here, 17, 18, 19. And I wrote what I loved, the pages I loved about them. So that's why you see all of these page flags, because I actually went through each one of these bullet journals and flagged the pages that I loved, that I wanted to do again this year. So that's the first thing I did. And now I'm gonna flip the camera around and walk you guys through my 2020 NaNoWriMo bullet journal. Here we go. Okay, we are gonna try to do this without getting interrupted by dogs or children or anything. So this is my 2020 NaNoWriMo bullet journal. It is a Leuchtturm silver, as I mentioned. There you go. I painted it blue, and it is a limited edition with the pink edged pages. And then there are 2 pink bookmarks. So let us dive in. You will see as I show you different pages of this journal that there are printables that came from Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook. You can donate and take advantage of that Preptober workbook. I love it every year. She changes it throughout the years, and it's great. There is also, this one came from Sarah Cannon at Heart Breathings here on YouTube. She has a free Preptober type printable that you can also do. So all of the things that have been pasted in here have either come from Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook or Sarah Cannon's workbook. All right, so we're gonna just dive in, and I'm not gonna go into detail. I have not filled out the index yet. That will come. I'm not gonna go into super detail about each page because there are a lot of them. As I mentioned already, this is where I basically decide what I want my bullet journal to hold. So originally, I went through all of my Nano bullet journals and wrote down different pages out of that collection that were favorites of mine. And then I continue to list and I check them off as I actually create them. Finish before Nano. These are things that I need to get done before NaNoWriMo actually starts. Actually, these were things that I should have gotten done before Preptober started, but it is what it is. My October kind of to-do list for all the things. And then I've highlighted or checked, like my bullet journal, as I mentioned, is not artistic. It is very much minimalistic in a way. Like I don't use a whole lot of materials. Preptober checklist, different things I need to do in October that I couldn't necessarily fit over here. Then we have why Nano 2020, like why am I doing this? And the plan. I'm not going to go into it too much, and my handwriting is so messy that a lot of people can't read it, but still I felt the need to cover up some of the things. Things I'm looking forward to. This is kind of like things I'm looking forward to by doing Nano. So connecting with other Nano friends, having a finished project, a new bullet journal. My favorite YouTubers during Nano 2020. Already Camille Myrick, she's amazing. She is my critique partner. And then I'm also looking forward to Boho Bookworm. She evidently is going to do Nano again this year and do videos, so I put her down. My current to be done writing list. These are things I have to do amidst Nano. Like I can't stop my current project, so I still need to work on that. And so I'll check that off as I go too. Once again, there will be pages that are covered. I'm so sorry for that, but I cannot share further details. YouTube ideas, Insta ideas, self-care Nano list. You'll see that I decided, inspired by Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook, to do a bingo, a self-care bingo. So I have the pages that that's on. This is for further brainstorming on social media. What if questions? These are amazing. I loved them in my 2017 Nano bullet journal. As an example, I wrote an example on here. What if all the trees disappeared? Like, there's a story in and of itself. So just collecting your what if questions about your novel. It's great for when you get stuck. Nano support peeps, people that are like super supportive and back me 100%, that I can go to when I feel stuck or when I feel like quitting. And then I have get inspired. What inspires me? My support peeps, rainy days, trees, poetry, date nights, motorcycle rides, YouTubers, my end goal, my fun rewards that I've set for myself. Books to read during Nano. And I have a list during this Nano, and they're different with each Nano. It's really interesting. Poets to study. I have because my project, I can share, my project is Project Poet Girl. Poems will come out of my project. So this is a page for those prompts or one-liners, things that I want to return to. Right now, Preptober. Guys, if you're not following the hashtag Right Now Preptober on Instagram, they are amazing. They actually make these little cards that are for writers to inspire them, but also during the month of October, they give you prompts, and I love the prompts so much. And last year, I actually wrote them down each day because they give you one a day, and then I go through, and I've been doing them here in my bullet journal. There's some more, and then I've left blank pages because we're still not done with October. Then we have creating the mood. This was inspired by Natalia's workbook. You'll see, originally I wasn't going to put I wasn't going to put the actual workbook in my bullet journal. And so I was actually writing everything out. And then I kind of sort of changed my mind and started adding them here in a little bit. So I will show you those. My writing playlist. Yes, I have certain favorites that I am going to listen to. And then I have my stations. My daughter Hannah's station is epic and inspiring. These are my Pandora stations. New Age solo piano, bomb every morning. Disney peaceful piano, bomb every morning. And then I'm a Pink fan. Yeah, I do love piano music. I used to take piano lessons when I was a kid. I'm a sucker for piano. This is a must. You guys, I cannot say enough about this bullet journal spread. I can, I will, and here's why. These are comments on my published books that people have left on Amazon or Goodreads. This is the biggest inspiration that you can keep track of. If you have never published a book, just keeping track of different inspiring things people say to you, that's also important. Or you can even do I can, I will, and here's why, and script what you want, like comments you want people to actually say about your book. This is why this book, why now? And obviously I had to cover it up because I can't share that, but I have left a few examples because it won't leave me alone, because it's time to release it for myself. Even if you don't publish it, sometimes there are stories that you have to write just because either they're going to heal you or you just have to get them out. Another example, one sentence in my paragraph. Obviously mine is covered up, but as an example, a boy wizard begins training and must battle for his life with the Dark Lord who murdered his parents. Obviously, that is a sentence blurb for Harry Potter, written by Randy Ingermanso. And then the paragraph, you would just expand on that sentence. Then we have Printables. This is and I can tell by the font, this is a Natalia Lee printable, Meet Your Main Character. I have not filled it out because I didn't want to block out the entire thing for you guys, but I will be filling that out as soon as I'm done with this video. And then this is just furthering. She gives you a bunch of character sheets. And so I cut this out from other character sheets because my main character, I have all of these bits of information I'm gonna record about her, but also her goals and wants, her fears, her history, all of that. This is my Project Poet Girl symbols and things. This is something I adore doing, let me just tell you. And then I have channeling her. So I can't give you mine, but I can say, an example. Let's say your character always wears a red sweater. Let's say Harry Potter magic wand would be a symbol that novel included. And then what you can do is you scribble down all your symbols, and then how can you channel your main character? If this was my main character, I could get a red sweater and wear it every time I wrote, or when I needed to channel her. If she drank bourbon, I could channel her by having a glass of bourbon. Yeah. Okay, then we have my writing process and how I'm going to start. I begin with morning mindset, my journaling, breathe, pray. I write my wishes for the day. I light a candle and I begin my writing. When I pause, whatever reason, whether it's be for homeschooling or whatnot, I stand up, I stretch, I enjoy a little fresh air, and then I return to writing. So then I also did an ideal day routine. I am not able to write full time every day because my full-time job, I am a mom and I am a homeschool mama at that. Have been for the past 20 years. Well, my oldest is 20, but yeah, basically. So this is my schedule. Up at 5, rise and shine. I write. This is my ideal. Write from 6 to 8, work out. From 8 to 9, write from 9 to 10. And then my son starts schooling from 10 to 2. And then I have from 2 to 5 potentially to write. Depends on our day. 6 to 8 is family time. And then from 8 on, potentially write. These are the opportunities that I have. Whether or not I take them, that's a different story. This came from Sarah Cannon and her free printable. This is my tools that I needed to gather. As you can see, I've already gathered a lot of them. This is personal to you. So for me, this Nano is different, as you will see here. This Nano, I have 2 goals. My first goal, which I believe this was Natalia's printable. My first goal was to finish my discovery draft, is what I'm calling it, which I was inspired to call it that by a YouTuber. Cannot remember her name, but if I can find her again, I will put her link below. It's basically another name for a 0 draft. So I'll finish my 0 draft of Project Poet Girl. And then my second goal is to release 10 pounds during Nano. So this Nano is a healthy Nano, is what I'm kind of calling it. So part of my list was healthy foods, to make a list of healthy foods, coffee. I wanted to get a special new tea, a special new candle, Kleenex, because I know that this book is going to make me cry, and chocolate. I haven't gotten chocolate yet because I'm trying not to, but it probably will happen. And then, as I mentioned, this was a Natalia printable from her Preptober workbook, and you basically break down your goals. And I have 2 big goals for Nano. Novel notes. These, I believe, were from Sarah Cannon in her collection. I did not script my notes here because I didn't want to cover them up. This is a Natalia Lee. What should I do if I get stuck? She has, this actually came with suggestions. I have my own suggestions that I'm going to fill in. So that will go there. Setting sheet. Now, my settings sheet is going to be a little different. Here, I'm actually going to script my setting for writing and how, like, different settings I can write in. Then I have my weekly goals. So at the beginning of every week, I'm going to come here and let's say it's week 1. So I'm going to write my Nano goal for week 1, how, like, the chapters I want to write or the words. It might be different each week. And then my body goal, because I have 2 big goals for Nano. Here's the self-care bingo inspired by Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook. I'm going to love this. I can already tell. Because I already have a list of things to get done. So some of my ideas: take a bubble bath, visit a bookstore and treat myself, get sexy with my man, because that is totally self-care to me, ask for a massage from my babies, watch a guilty pleasure movie, and then that's this next page, some of my guilty pleasure movies, go to bed early, impromptu day date / night, enjoy a small bonfire. And the reason I say small is because our bonfires end up being like B-O-M-B fires. That credit needs to go to my son-in-law who described our fires like that. So a small bonfire. Go for a walk outside, take a nap, do some yoga, hula hoop, dance in the kitchen, get sweaty, treat myself to a glass of wine, drink some tea, have a smoothie or fruit bowl, hide away for 30 minutes, meditate for 10 minutes, have a vegan day, thrift store date with myself, write or send happy mail, stay the night at a hotel, detox / clean the house. I honestly love cleaning the house, especially if nobody else is here. So that is part of self-care for me. Guilty pleasure movies, any Will Ferrell movie, let's be honest. Some of those include Stranger Than Fiction, Elf, all the Christmas movies, Daddy's Home 1 and 2, I mean, Will Ferrell, Inkheart, Harry Potter, Words and Pictures, which, guys, if you're an author or an artist and you've never seen Words and Pictures, it is the best, in my opinion, the best movie on art and writing. Goosebumps and Goosebumps 2, because hello, Jack Black, and it just brings back memories of reading Goosebumps. Holiday and The Holiday, You've Got Mail. Obviously, I am a sucker for Christmas movies. Basic outline, these are the different chapters that my story is going to involve. I have not written what they're about yet because I didn't want to cover it up. Other stuff, dedication, thank you, what I listened to, and such while writing this book. All right, mind map. Your novel. This is a page that I highly recommend. I covered mine up because obviously, but just if you guys aren't familiar with mind maps, I do have a video years ago about how to do a mind map. But basically your subject title goes here. So let's say you're mind mapping your novel. What genre is it? What's, write a little about the setting, the main characters, the villain, the scenes, chapter titles. So you can go chapter titles, like let's say you want 20 chapters, so 20 chapters, and then you further that and write the titles of each of those chapters. The ending, what's it going to look like? And so you can just, any subject, mind mapping is great, which is what I've done here. How can I make this nano a healthy one? And this is a mind map. Hydrate lots, more fruits and veg, more vegan, starch solution meals, move every day, lots of tea, surround myself with high vibe people, stretching and yoga every morning and every night. And then this is going to be my favorites food list, like always have on hand, because this is going to be a healthy nano. Then we have Nano Word, NaNoWriMo target word counts. This was from Sarah Cannon at Heart Breathings. I loved the layout. She has a whole video. I will put that link down below if I remember. She has a whole video of a flip through of her free printables. Color Your Way to 50K. This was Natalia Lee's out of the Preptober 2020 workbook. Rewards. This was from Sarah Cannon's. And obviously I've added 10,000 words plus 2 pounds because 2 pounds a week is my goal. So 10,000 words plus 2 pounds. And then I'm going to write my reward for myself. 20,000 plus 4 pounds total and write my reward all the way through the 50,000 words and 10 pounds lost. Anyone else that wants to join me in losing 10 pounds during Nano, let me know. I'll add you to my bod squad. Then I have done these pages in every bullet journal and I loved it. This is the journey. Basically, this is a journal of my journey. So day one, I do day one it's done, and then I come here and I write about it, how I felt about my first day writing. And then I am vlogging it for my writing partner. So when I vlog, I'm not vlogging it for YouTube. I'm so sorry, but that's just because I can't share publicly what my story is. Hopefully by Camp Nano, I'll be able to share that with you guys, but I just can't vlog the details. But I do have a writing partner that I will be vlogging for, so I will highlight it and then scribble out a little bit about the day, just so I have like a journal of it. So I have all 31 days for that. This came from Natalia Lee's Preptober workbook, a word sprint tracker. I do plan on doing some word sprints, and I plan on attending some live streams. So I am sure Camille Myrick, my critique partner, will be having live streams, and Becca C. Smith, love her too. Check them out. They will be doing plenty of live streams during Nano. Then, what will I write today? Now, these pages I've skipped. Well, that's where my bookmark is. I've skipped pages because if you've watched any of my Nano videos before, you know that I always start with a snippet of what I'm writing. And that just helps me so much before I start writing to know where I'm going. And honestly, before every writing sprint, coming here and writing down, what am I going to write? It just helps so much. Okay, then I have my first bookmark at the end of that, because when another idea comes, or when I want to flip back over here and do the Right Now Preptober journaling prompts, I'll continue it here. With all my journals, I work front to back and back to front. So I do have another bookmark. This is where my back section and all the things I have back here ends, so I can continue to add this way. But I'll walk you through what I have in the back here. My prayer for this book. This I added last year, and it was so important to me to look at my prayer. Like, where do I want this book to go? This is everything. I'll probably add like an image or something here, but just knowing what my prayer for this book is and how I want it to bless others or myself, I can't even explain how important that is. Then, favorite quotes from this project. So as I write, if I write something that I feel is good, even if it's not in the moment, I'll add it to this page. I did that for 2017's The Pages of Ava, and it was epic. Project Poet Girl. So this is where I'll write the quotes from Project Poet Girl that I think are amazing or that moved me. Then I have possible timeline for my project, and yes, that is the title, but I can't tell you what it is. But I didn't cover it up because, I mean, are you really gonna know what that title is? Our launch date is June 17th for publication. So let's hope that that actually happens. Then I have a to-do list for Project Poet Girl, beta readers, cover ideas. And I'm going to turn that. And then distractions. Having a place for your distractions. I did this last year. It was amazing because as you're writing, if an idea comes to me for a different book or for something that I want to pursue, I think last year it was to return to my life coaching, because I am a certified life coach, but I'm not currently practicing. I've taken my coaching services down. And so ideas would come up for that while I was writing last year, and having a place to scribble those ideas and then return to writing was great. And this is 2021 writing plans or ideas that come up. So I have a place for fiction ideas that might come up during this Nano and nonfiction ideas. Because when you get ideas, you don't want to just let them fly away. You want to write them down somewhere, but that doesn't mean you need to jump away from the project you're working on into doing something different. And I just need a place to say, I value you, you're important to me, just not right now. And this was a printable, I believe, from Natalia Lee. Could be wrong. All the printables in here are either Natalia Lee or Sarah Cannon from Heart Breathings. And there we have it. That is my 2020 NaNoWriMo bullet journal. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.